So look, AI knows everything about us. It knows our birthdays, and knows what we like, what we don't like. A little bit of our secrets. But now I'm wondering, as someone who is looking to move somewhere else in the world, does it know where I want to live, and what does it know about my dream house? So I designed the AI to give me 3 ideal dream houses, design them for me, give me the cities, the reasoning for these locations, where they are in a city, and just pitch me on the idea of, hey, maybe you want to live here. Now, even though I have seen the thumbnails for a lot of the videos you're about to see, I have not seen any of the videos, and I do know one of the cities that we are about to see, which is this city. Let's see where AI thinks my number 3 dream house would look like and where it would be. So the intro. This is a little bit interesting though, because I'm not too much of like an apartment city dweller kind of person. This looks real. Obviously this is beautiful. I know where this one is. This one is in Lisbon, Portugal. Now the neighborhood is Príncipe Real. I don't know where that is. Let's take a look. Príncipe Real. No man before. It is one of the only areas spared from the 1755 earthquake tsunami fire nightmare? What? Whoa, a 7.7 magnitude earthquake in 1755? Earthquake, tsunami, and fires. Oh my goodness, how have I never heard about this? 50,000 people died. Wow, that's one of the worst natural disasters ever. Wow. But it's in the Príncipe Real neighborhood. Look at this. This looks really, really nice. Not gonna lie. This reminds me of probably what's going to be my number 1 place, but I'm not quite sure what the AI decides for me. But this looks like a beautiful, beautiful area. All right, video number 2. Let's see. Okay, what is that over there? But look at this. Okay, so this is an outdoor kind of penthouse ideal outdoor area, I guess. Wow. Okay, so a rooftop infinity pool. We got, how many, do we own all these stories or just the penthouse? I think it's just the penthouse here. I know that this looks different than the exterior from before, but the exterior in these videos doesn't really matter too much because there's only, I think, a few exterior shots. Most of the shots are what my ideal indoor would look like. So, but I think that it definitely wants me to have a pool on top, and that's ideal. I'd like that. I would say that's pretty nice, actually. But this neighborhood is basically a trendy, walkable hilltop full of 19th century townhouses, cafes, wine bars, and a park in the middle. I don't know what the Tagus River... Oh, so that's what we were looking at, the Tagus River. That's really cool. I guess that runs through all the way from Portugal all the way through Spain. Wow. Okay, next shot here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're waterfront penthouse, floor-to-ceiling windows. This is obviously very beautiful. I don't want to say that it's not. This is a solid 8 out of 10 for my kind of ideal comfort. It might be a little bit too not old-timey, but it's very sleek and trying to be old, but it's not old, if that makes sense. Very nice. Waterfront, okay. Here we go. Oh, of course that there's an elevator. Of course there's an elevator on the left. Wait, is there 2 elevators? No, that's just 1. Look at that. Okay. So just a very nice living room here. You can see whatever building that is over there. So right here on the right, this is where the AI doesn't know me, is that if you know me, there's not going to be much on the walls unless it's super nerdy stuff. This is some sort of abstract painting. That's just a no-go for me. I've never understood the whole $1 million piece of art thing on the wall, even if I had $1 bajillion. I wouldn't be spending that much money on a piece of artwork. I'm just not that kind of guy. Oh, I thought that was a TV on the left. That is also art. That is a mirror almost of this same artist here. This AI made a new artist of abstract painting and kept the same style. Good for it. Another big no-go, ready for this? Low-rise couches are a big no-go for me. There is no chance I would ever buy a low-rise couch ever again. I tried it and no chance. Again, low-rise chairs. This is a big no-go. AI doesn't seem to know me perfectly well. Now, the room itself, in terms of floor-to-ceiling windows, we got the big windows on top here. That's all clearly very beautiful. The view is a 10 out of 10. So it does know me in terms of, I guess, where I want to live, but maybe not in terms of my interior and how I design a place. So over here we have, I guess, the entrance to the building. So Cool. Good job showing me that, I guess. I don't know. Looks just like a modern but small, I guess, entryway. Usually they have people at the front desk. No, that's a hotel, actually. Actually, question for you guys. Are the interiors for a lot of these buildings that have maybe 40 tenants, is this what they look like when you go in? I mean, this is very nice, I'm saying, but normally when I've lived in an apartment building here in Canada, there's been at least some sort of front desk, and there doesn't appear to be one here, so that is interesting. So over here we have a kitchen, very, very modern, very sleek. I do not love these kinds of sinks. I just like a more classic looking sink. This one looks like it's specifically for a billionaire type of person, and I like a little bit more old school feeling. I don't know, but in all these cabinets, so here's a big thing too. I'm clumsy. I'm really bad with my hands. I need handles on all of these things. If all of these are cabinets here on the sides, they all need handles. I'm not doing, and plus too, if you have to press these for them to come out, eventually those things are gonna break. Those things are tougher to fix than a handle falling off or something. But all in all, a beautiful view. I do not like the flooring too. I like more tile marble. I don't know what this flooring is actually. This looks, I don't know what this flooring is. I like the more rustic wooden pillars here. Gives it a little bit more of the historic feel. It might be oh, is that like rotted up here? That doesn't look safe. See that up there? That don't look safe to me. Next up, we have a gym. Okay. Look, in my ideal house, we're gonna need a little bit more room for the gym. Plus, oh, that's a safety hazard. There's no balcony. That door just leads right off a cliff. What did the AI do? It's like, oh, you're gonna go for a run? You wanna do like some wall sits up against here? Oh, all of a sudden you're dead. Okay, 10 out of 10 view, but that's actually kind of hilarious. The AI didn't think of, hey, maybe you shouldn't have a door where you can just walk out and fall to your death. How about that? So this room here is, I mean, my gym, historically in every place that I've lived, where we've had our own place, my gyms have been a lot more decked out and bigger than this. I do respect, though, it gave me a decent squat rack, and it gave me a bike, it knows I bike, and it gave me a weight set. This is pretty much all you need if you're just a normal dude, for the most part, and you just want to work out, but, you know, not be a bodybuilder. This is pretty good setup, but, again, not big enough, not enough equipment for what I really like to do. I like to do a lot of plyometric kind of stuff too, so, you know, I jump around a little bit. Up next we have, this is the studio. Okay. Okay. The AI listens to me here. This is a beautiful studio, but look at this. It knows that I like the sit-to-stand desks. All right, I actually have this downstairs, not on the desk that I'm currently working on, but yeah, this studio is pretty great. So let's see, in the back here we got, what does it think I like? These are the trolleys, I guess. I've never been on one, so I wouldn't know. A lot of books. That ain't me. We got some statues up here, some weird statues. I don't know what these are. All in all, this studio space, this would kind of be ideal. However, it's kind of missing one important thing here, and that might be a computer. It has the whole setup for all the audio equipment and the recording. Like, what is this? This is a computer stand without having a computer. Wait, did the microphone appear and it has a floating microphone. I didn't even notice this. Just a floating microphone. It's trying its best. AI is not quite there yet, but it's trying. Now, I want to get into a little bit more about why I picked this place specifically. So, macro context, Lisbon metro population is 3 million in 2024, with Portugal's highest GDP region and an HDI of 0.9, the top in the country. So, okay, Lisbon, obviously the richest place in Portugal. 300 days of sunshine a year. Oh, that's what we're talking about. Strong digital nomad expat presence, tons of co-working spaces and cafes. All right, so it got it there. Cost of living for a single person is estimated to be around $2,300 to $2,400 a month, depending on lifestyle. So is that US or is that Canadian dollars? In Lisbon, a single person can expend monthly living costs of around $1,950. So what it gave me Canadian dollars. $1,950 USD, with rent being the biggest. So this, honestly, for Lisbon, this is way cheaper than Canada, man. This is way cheaper, than Toronto, for sure. Now, probably not for the average person in Lisbon, but for someone like myself, that would be a cheaper option to live. Okay, next. What is this? Just A den? Okay, just a very nice library office den. This would probably go to my girlfriend here. She would probably love this space. Might not be enough light for her. I mean, this is quite a decent amount of light, but she likes a lot of light. But all in all, this is a lot. It's maybe a little bit too dated. See, I don't know what I want. Maybe the AI is trying to tell me something. I don't know if this is too old for me. This seems like 1940s. In 1940s Britain, not 1940s Portugal. This is a little bit weird. And bedroom. See, look, guardrails. There we go. Okay. That's beautiful. Yeah, you can't ask for a much better view than that. Pretty much anywhere. That's amazing. So bedroom, give it a 10. This is an outdoor balcony area. Okay, well, that's great. I think it just showed the view a little bit more. Also, what is with all these pillows? Again, this is a big no-go for me. 17 million pillows on low-rise chairs? That ain't good. Another outdoor shot here. Okay, so this is, I guess, the other part of the wraparound outdoor balcony. I like this. This actually fits my vibe a little bit more. This is kind of a little bit of a mixture of the modern and the old. We have kind of the plants here, a little bit of the Mediterranean feel. We got, I guess, an outdoor barbecue kitchen area, a nice pool overlooking the Tagus River, as I now know. Not gonna lie, they kind of nailed it. I like this outdoor space. This is great. All right, we got bedroom number 2. Okay, just a very, well, it opens up onto the city street, but again, I'm not much of a city guy for the most part. I could picture that as Portugal, there's going to be lots of people, lots of protests or tourists or whatever coming through here at some point, especially if it's Lisbon. And I'm not quite sure if I want to be in this city area, you know? And we got the last video here, which is just what the bathrooms look like. See, I like this kind of bathroom. I've had these kinds of bathrooms. I like the marble. I've never had a rain shower. That'd be interesting. So this bathroom, we got the double sinks. This is, if it were a little bit bigger, had maybe a bathtub. This is pretty close to ideal, but all in all, this is a very beautiful penthouse. I'd obviously take it in a heartbeat. And let's see the final picture on this place. Príncipe Real is one of Lisbon's most expensive central neighborhoods. Average listing prices are around 7,400 euro per square meter. I want to actually see what the comparables are. In Toronto, the average cost per square meter for building or buying varies wildly, but expect construction costs to be around that, which translates to roughly $8,600 to $1,600 per square meter. So again, this seems cheaper than Toronto. So because this equates to what, 13,000, I guess, Canadian per square foot? Or per square meter, sorry, not square foot. But now we move on to house number 2, and I'm pretty sure that I know where this is going to be. My guess is that this is going to be like out west, just based on the trees, the kind of vibe. This looks like it's in Canada. My guess would be Kelowna or Kamloops or Vancouver. I've brought those up probably with the AI at some point. This used to be where I wanted to live permanently. I love the mountains and the forest feel, plus with the modern architecture. But so we'll just take a look here and then we'll see where it is. So the outside, so I really like this. However, the eternal glass walls, I like a little bit more privacy than this. So we'd have to see a little bit more of the exterior. If this is a big private property, this is totally cool, where you can't see your neighbors can't look inside. Because, I mean, who knows what we're going to be doing on the inside, you know? But all in all, a pretty good start. So this is in Canada, British Columbia, Vancouver. So British Properties Chartwell area. Let's learn a little bit about that. So Chartwell area, it's pretty much known as a very affluent and very super rich neighborhood in West Vancouver. This area is basically of generational wealth and a postal code. Okay, great. West Vancouver has 44,000 people and is repeatedly cited as one of Canada's wealthiest municipalities, with average household net worths of $4 million. That's pretty good. In British property, specifically 3,800 residents live in a low-density treed hillside neighborhood with high incomes and large detached homes. Average individual incomes are over $200K, so far above the national norm. But $200K is, you know, we see people make $200K. I've done that before. So let's keep going here. Very nice. Okay, so this is the backside. It's actually West Vancouver, so you get a view of the city, but you're not pointed at the city. Your view is more towards, I guess that's the Pacific Ocean. Okay, very, very nice. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories. Okay, 5-story Vancouver house. Maybe a little bit too much stairs for me, especially if the bedroom's going to be up here. But if the bedroom is here, or here, then, you know, we're in business. Okay, it brought in some real estate music for this one. Okay, the inside here this is very lovely view. This is, we got some nice rustic doors. We got a big abstract paintings. Again, I don't know. So this is something that I did get right. I did watch the one house, the most expensive house in the United States, and it had this, right when you walk in, there's this giant, like, rotating statue that was worth $1 bajillion. I'd rather have some plant life. It's just me, and I just kind of like this vibe. Like, look at this. You see a little bit of nature on your very modern monstrosity, but again, it did a better job so far with the entryway here. I like it. Okay, so this is clearly just the studio space. This is a very generic, hey, what does it think I'm doing? Wait, oh, this is a little bit creepy. So yeah, it sees what I'm working on here, and it's stocks and investing and geography videos. And what is this? This is programming? No way. I don't know why the camera's pointed at this, but that is a little bit creepy. You have a programming monitor, geography, and investing. That's weird. Because I didn't tell it to do any of this, to input any of this into the studio, but it pretty much got the 3 things that I work on. That's kind of creepy. Okay, we move on to the dining area, and there's the view looking onto Vancouver, I'm assuming. So very nice. This is 10 out of 10. This is what I like. A dining area that is indoor-outdoor dining area. So you can open up, the windows or doors to have the breeze come in on a very nice night. You have a view of the mountains, the water. This is my ideal dining room. So it got that perfect. Kitchen. Okay. 2 sinks. This is just a nice kitchen. The sinks are a little bit better. They don't look super modern. They look more if these can get pulled out and they look like they can, and they're not just stainless steel, then yes, this is great. Because look, man, I do so many dishes. I got to clean my pans that don't fit in the dishwasher. I got to have the movable sink. Also, what is with all these outlets? Or are those light switches? Oh, light switches and outlets. Okay. And look at the back view. Your backyard is just a forest, and your front view is Vancouver. That's amazing. Okay, so now we have the living area, I guess. We got a TV, we got a fireplace in the back. A beautiful view of Vancouver once again. I keep bringing this up. Why do the shelves go this high? All right, do we have a ladder in any of these places? When I saw this in the most expensive listing in the United States, they had shelves that were 20 feet in the air. There's no ladder in sight. Nothing can go up there. This is all just for show. So we got to have a cutoff of 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 shelves, because maybe I could reach this one. Julie probably cut off at 4 here. And again, the low-rise couches. I would never sit on these. Never. Too many pillows. Oh, but look at this. It's a wraparound balcony, though. That's actually, I didn't even notice that. It's a wraparound outdoor balcony. That's beautiful. So this room, 8 out of 10, but it has some things that it definitely doesn't know me too well. More studio stuff. Oh, look at me. That's me. Business. Another thing that it does not know about me, I do not like the over-the-ear headphones, so it failed once again. Those give me headaches. Okay, up next we got a bathroom. A very solid bathroom. The sinks in here, I'm okay with them being a little bit more modern. This is completely okay. We got the tub, but where's the shower? What are we doing? Okay, AI. Oh wait, shower's here. Okay. Wait, but so is this there's no glass. There's no glass for the shower. Wait, so the water, AI, man, come on. What are you doing? So you just have an open shower here, and there's no glass, so the water's just gonna fill your entire floor. All right, for that, this is a drop to a 4 out of 10 bathroom. I'd still use it though. We got a bedroom right on. Oh, I don't know if I'd want to live that close to the a major commute way, a bridge. I don't like that very much. Don't like it. Next up, we have the gym. Okay, we have a little bit more space here. Benches, squat rack, multiple weight sets. Let's see how big this room is again. So this is an improvement from the Portugal place. Definitely this one is more acceptable. Cool. Now we got more business. Okay. All right. This is a pretty nice office space. Not gonna lie. I like the desk. I like the monitors. It knows me. It has the map of the world on the front. and a view on the side. Probably will need some blinds there if the sun is coming over from there. It'll create glares on the screen. It also just kind of blinds you from the side, so probably have some blinds there. But that's pretty good. I like it. Infinity. Okay, this is completely different part. This is supposed to be this doesn't look like Vancouver at all. This looks like Kelowna. Yeah, this is amazing. This is great, but this ain't the same house. Everything else was the same house. This ain't the same house. And somehow we got a fisheye lens all of a sudden to what it's like to be on the balcony of, I guess, the bedroom. Cool. Okay. Well, this isn't the same house whatsoever as the last 15 videos we were seeing, but it's kind of cute. I like it. Okay, we have, what is this? Just an outdoor barbecue area. See, this is more of what the rest of the house was feeling like. This is just a great outdoor area. Me and Julie and family could all sit out here, have some food, cook. The sink outdoors. It's not. Is it covered? It's not. Okay, we got an uncovered sink here. The canopy doesn't go over the sink. So the AI doesn't know everything yet, but you can't have a sink just outdoors like that. It's gonna get all gross. And then we got a home theater. Ooh. Okay. Well, that wraps it up for this house, but man. And look at this. It gives me the proper theater chairs, because I think we saw the one house, again, I keep bringing that up, it had low-rise movie theater chairs. Who uses those? What movie theater uses those? Okay? No, we need these high rises. You need the back support. My back is in a lot of pain all the time. It's in pain right now, actually. Despite no matter how much I work out, still always in pain. So, we got to get the high rises like this. It's leather seats. Is leather for movie theaters? Would that be easier to clean for if popcorn spills on it? I don't know. But I'm a big movie guy. The fact that it put in a movie theater here, I love it. So that wraps up this house. Any other pitches from the AI on this one? 10 to 15 minute drive from British Properties to downtown Vancouver by car. So 10 to 15 minutes from downtown Vancouver. That's actually, to be honest, pretty close to what we saw, which is, let's see if we pull it up here. Like this, that looks like a 10 to 15 minutes from downtown. I think it kind of nailed that, actually. Look at that. So yeah, 10 to 15 minutes from downtown. You're 30 minutes from the Vancouver International Airport. Where is that in the city? Now, if you don't know, Vancouver is surrounded by mountains on every side, or on the east side. I've never been there, but kind of know the general layout. So Vancouver Airport it's an island. It's on an island. Whoa, is that a man-made island? It's funny, when you pull it up here in Google Maps, the A&W pops up. That's really funny. Okay, yeah, so not a man-made island. That island was always there, but still very cool. Roughly 2,000 hours of sunshine per year, which is less than Toronto. Again, they get so much rain out there in Vancouver, man. I want some more sunshine. They don't get anywhere near as much snow, but you get the ski and ocean in the same day trade-off. Vancouver Climate Index is ranked at around 90 plus on some global comparisons. Mild winters, cool summers. You can wear a hoodie most of the year and rarely see negative 20 Celsius. Okay, very cool. Now let's move on to the final house. Okay, well, I know where this is, and I had a feeling, but I'll tell you in a second. I know where this is. And that's a lot of levels here. That's a lot of kind of terrace, but the vibe is what I want. So this is clearly in Greece. This is clearly on Crete, my favorite place in the world. But, okay, so this is what the entryway looks like. Flying up here. Okay, this is all right. This isn't my super ideal, but in terms of relative vibe, this is kind of what I like. Nice. This is the views I want. This is the proximity to the sea I want. So it knows me quite well with this. The entryway. Very nice. This is close to ideal. But again, you open up and you see the sea, you see plant life. You don't need anything indoors when the view is like that. So for me, though, this seems like a little bit of almost a wasted space, though. There should be something. Like, this is a long walkway. Regardless, very nice. Another exterior shot here. Again, the levels here. This is a lot of maintenance for me, man. I think that this is not my super ideal. There's too much maintenance here. I don't want to pay 7 people to go and do all this every single day. I want a property that's maintainable by, maybe myself, and maybe I, eventually hire someone, whatever. But this is a 7-person job here. This is crazy. Before we move on here, let's see the pitch. So, countries in Greece, island Crete, region Western Crete, just outside of Hania. Okay, beautiful. Area, hills above Agia Marina, Kalamaki, Daratsos. facing north over the Aegean. About 10 to 15 minutes from Hania, 20 minutes to Hania Airport, 14, 15 kilometers away. So where is Agia Marina? I don't think I've ever been there. Agia Marina is, let's see. So it's west of Hania. So we definitely have never been here. That is, I think that the furthest we went is probably around there is where I walked. So interesting. I didn't know much about this town. You know, let's just plop in and see what it looks like. Okay, so we plopped into the beach here. Let's zoom out, plop onto one of the roads. Okay, so just randomly, there's nothing to see. Okay, plopping in here. Yeah, so this is kind of the general vibe. This is pretty great. It's not obvious. It's not as super. Let's be real. So this is the vibe that I like. I understand that this is maybe not as high end as Canada, as Vancouver, but there's something about this vibe that is just. It's like a seaside town. Which tons of history. This is great. It looks like this is a very nice area. I don't think it's my ideal area though. Agia Marina. Regardless, let's get back to the house here. Okay. Well, you can hear the sound of the waves crashing upon the ocean. This is kind of a nice study area. We don't have a great view, but we have seemingly marble floors, a marble stand, I guess, with a plant. Probably a fake plant because probably can't keep it alive. But 10 out of 10 view, good vibe. And okay, number one, I will never use a computer this small in my life. You guys should see my monitor and my laptops are ginormous. This monitor is like, I don't know how big it is, but it's probably 2 feet, almost 20, probably 24 inches, maybe 30 inches, like diagonally. It's very big. And my laptop is ginormous as well. So there's no way I'd be caught dead using this. He's programming here, and then he's got some business up here. This is, again, a little bit creepy. And then it's got me writing. Okay, that's a red flag. I've retired from writing. When's the last time I've actually written more than 5 sentences or 3 sentences? It's probably been since university. Up next here we have a lot of monitors. We got a nice chair. I like the floor. I mean, it's good. What do we have on the wall here? We have these weird artifacts or art pieces. I don't know. This is maybe supposed to be an artifact right there. So if you were, again, but however, all of these shelves theoretically are very reachable. So this room gets a plus. The top one, maybe I can reach, maybe I can't. All the rest of them for sure can reach. Why do you need monitors on the other side? I do not know. But the general vibe, great. This would be a 10 out of 10 office space. Opens up to a balcony, it looks like, with the outdoors. So maybe you just want to go for a walk when it's sunny or go down to the water and walk for a kilometer. Cool, you go do it. That's great. Okay, my heart. This will be soon. I've seen so many places like this where we are looking and in Greece. And this just looks amazing. We got the stone patio here. We got the pool. We got the indoor-outdoor dining area. You have the looking out to the ocean. You see some of the hills, mountainous areas. This is just you can't get much better. Funny enough, like I don't really drink a lot, but occasionally I will. And however, over there definitely had more drinks over there than I've had in many years. And I could definitely see myself doing it. Kitchen. We have the helado, we have the olive oil, we have the tomato, and those lemons. They grow lemons on the island, I'm not sure. This kitchen, all in all, is very solid. I need the handles on the cupboards, on the cabinets. The AI should get this right. I need the handles on there. I didn't prompt it or anything, obviously. I haven't seen any of these videos, but I definitely need some handles here. And for the ovens, the dual oven is nice. Dude, these ovens, hopefully they're deep enough. I cook this protein pizza. It's pretty big. So I don't know if it would fit width-wise. I would preferably one wider oven than 2 smaller ones maybe. But if they're deep enough, then sure, then that's fine. All in all, that's great. Opens up onto a balcony. Great. Okay. More stock stuff, more business stuff. It's filming the stock business stuff for some reason. Studio itself. Oh, this would be Julie's room. So this is we got floor-to-ceiling windows on both sides. Light coming in from two ways. So you're going to get light outside of midday, where you're going to have a big shadow on you from maybe past 2 p.m. and before 10 a.m. You're probably going to have a ton of light in this room. And that's fantastic. And also, too, you got the studio lights. I know that this is pitching it as my room, but most likely this would not. Bedroom. Okay, again, a small bedroom, but I like it. Why is that? Is that a gurney? Or what? It has a gurney in that? What are we doing? But it opens up onto a beautiful Mediterranean hillside forest area. So the view and everything, that's amazing. This is ideal. But man, this is also part of a hospital, so who knows? We have the shower and a bath. Whoa, I got it right. It's the first time it has the shower that's actually with glass, and it has a bathtub and the dual sinks, and the view is onto the mountains. This is, okay, 10 out of 10 bathroom. I like the ambient lighting here. I like that it's, this is a big tile, but I like the tile. It has some marble walls, it looks like. This is really nice bathroom. Master bed. This is the dream, and this is what I am working towards. This is what I want. Not dream much better, so it nailed what I want. I value this more than pretty much any other clip that we've seen. You can have a bedroom, even though it's not a giant bedroom. Look, it even got the stone tiles. So it got the tiled walls, the stone tiled walls, which I like, and it had the modern floors, and you just have a balcony and it opens up onto the Aegean. Like, you can't ask for much more than that, man. That's what I want. Gym. The gym looks like it's about the same, but it looks like it opens to the outside. Is that a treadmill outside? Is that a treadmill there? I think that is. However, because it rarely rains on the island for 8 months of the year or 9 months of the year, you can have anything outside pretty much. I think that the average amount of rain it gets in the summer is 0. The average amount of days that it gets of rain in the summer is 0. So, this is a good gym. Look, it even added I guess a cable machine or a rudimentary one. So, this is, I guess it's better than the Vancouver one. And then lastly, let's close it out. Oh, wait, no, we got some more videos after this. What is this? This is a living area, I guess. Very nice view. Amazing view. I like the floor-to-ceiling windows. Again, indoor-outdoor is what I value. It's nailed that, I think, in every house except for the Lisbon one. But it's Lisbon, so what are you going to do? But I love the indoor-outdoor spaces in the last 2 properties. So it's nailing that. A beautiful outdoor space looking onto the Aegean. We got the low-rise backs. A little bit more acceptable outside. But what is with these gurney things? Why do these have wheels? Am I crazy? Is this a normal thing? Like, I've never seen these before in my life, so I don't know. But it seems like it'd be hazard. But you can't ask for much more than that. We got another beautiful outdoor space with a drone shot, and that looks nice, very modern. I like the modern, again, mixed with the kind of Santorini Greek island architecture. That's kind of my ideal. What I like a little bit more dated though, more rustic, more stone. Maybe, but all in all, it's getting the vibe. And we got a movie theater. And we got these mid-rise backs. So this movie theater is not as good as the Vancouver one. Gotta say, not as good, but again, very passable. Now, lastly, we have... Okay. It knows how to play with my heartstrings, man. This is what I dream of. Of just having my dog out there by the ocean, playing in the yard with the ball. Okay. Architecture-wise, this is very nice. You got the coverings, you got the outdoor seating. This is beautiful. And we got my husky. So, and we got the, are these look like old olive trees without the olives. Actually, these oak, what are these trees? But I've seen these when we went to Crete, but I thought they were olive trees, but I guess that they're not. Regardless, so let's see the final pitch. 10 to 15 minutes from Ania, 20 minutes from the airport. We did that. Gives you quite elevated neighborhood with villas and olive groves, sea views, mountain views, easy access to a mid-sized city. Sun and weather. Greece gets 2,500 hours of sun per year on average with warm summers and mild winters, ideal for someone who wants to work online, film, and be outdoors a lot. Of course. Cost of living in Crete. Henian Heraklion is a popular expat hub, but with the cost of living often in the €1,200 to €1,800 a month range for a comfortable life, less than big North American cities, even though Hania itself is at the high end for Greece. So again, €1,200 a month though. That's compared to here, 12 to 1,800 euro. It's not a lot. Safety and quality of life. Quality of life index is very strong with very high safety. That's what we also like. There's very little crime. So the house, they called it a creator fortress. That's hilarious. So regardless, this is pretty interesting. It got a lot of the intricacies of stuff that I like, but it also got some of them completely wrong. I think that in terms of the general areas, got number 1 correct, number 2 correct. House number 3, though, in Lisbon, I don't know if I'd want to be in the city. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not a penthouse kind of guy. So I don't know if it got that correct. Regardless, this was a really interesting experiment. It kind of got what I was expecting out of it. Not more or less. AI wasn't completely accurate. There were a lot of visual artifacts, but it got the general vibe of what I'd like to look for in a house. And that's really cool. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click on my playlist to see more videos just like this. And I'll see you guys in my next video in just a few seconds. Bye-bye.